Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We now present another episode of Backstage Showcase. I'm your host, Andrew Bermudez, and today we're going to pick apart an individual, very special character from our archives. Okay, we're not literally going to pick apart the character, but we're going to delve into this character's history about how the character was created, the design choices, and things like that. This character in question is none other than the fan favorite Patrick Hooligans, who's appeared in all of the Johnny Thunder Saga films and will start appearing in other movies as we start to weave them together with Project U and the upcoming Legends of the Universe crossover movie. So originally, how this character came to be about was that when we were developing Johnny Thunder and the Secret of Marco Polo, interesting thing was that a lot of the film was Daniel's idea. So like the Revolution was his idea and things like that. And one of the things that I went along with, that he came up with, that was an idea I went along with because I really liked it, was that Lord Sinister needed to have some individualized henchmen. Because in the product line, in the Orient Expedition product line that is, he had some accomplices that he worked with, but they never worked for him. We wanted some people that worked for Lord Sinister to create sort of like these factions, to create these different groups of people, to kind of like develop the world of the movie more. Also, along these lines, when the film was first being developed, it was originally really goofy. It was really goofy. We actually had to tone it down partway through pre-production. But as part of this goofiness, one of the original things was to make really goofy, very distinct henchmen for Lord Sinister. So that's when we came up with the subject for today, Patrick, as well as Billy the Kid and Nevada Smith. Specifically talking about Patrick, we wanted to go for someone who was really dumb. Someone who had no intelligence whatsoever, would make all these stupid comments. He would never realize that he was making stupid comments, even though everyone around him was telling him to shut up, like in the classic line, Patrick, shut up, and would just do all these silly things, and through it all would somehow survive, have like this dumb luck. There was also some other things that we focused on, like we made Patrick kind of childish and also pretty naive and things like that. But later on, as more and more happens in the different movies, he starts to kind of get a little bit of reasoning going on, though it's pretty minimal, pretty basic reasoning skills that he develops. And actually, funny thing was, someone once asked if Patrick is supposed to be a special needs character, and the truth be told, he's not. He has no special needs or anything like that. He's just supposed to be dumb. However, despite all of these little character traits that we gave Patrick, he was originally supposed to be a one-off character for Johnny Thunder and the Secret of Marco Polo. We were supposed to do it kind of like something like a sort of like the classic adventure tales, where the hero would encounter different villains as he goes on different adventures throughout the years, and that in the sequels we'd have different villains that go along with Lord Sinister. However, Patrick proved to be so popular that we decided to keep him around, and he's now probably one of our most popular characters that we've ever created. For casting the part of Patrick, we went through a few options when we were developing Johnny Thunder and the Secret of Marco Polo. According to some preliminary documents, we were actually considering Alex Hoxie to play the part of Patrick. If you're not familiar with him, he's the person who eventually played Lieutenant Meng Hu in the finished version of Secret of Marco Polo. So then we were going through all of our different options, and then we decided that Garrett Shelsky's voice was a perfect fit for the part of Patrick. It really captured the essence of the character's personality and worked well with the timing. He worked well with acting for the character. So because of that, he was the one who eventually got the part. Now I want to move on to a controversial decision that we made. I want to cover this really quickly, but it's about Patrick's costume change. You see, for when we were developing Project U, I wanted to make sure all the characters felt unified together. So if you take a character from an old movie and a character from a new movie and put them together, they look like they belong in the same universe. So for Patrick's costume change, I wanted to keep the essence of the old character, so I changed just his pith helmet and his pants. The pants are now light blue with the safety pins in them, and his pith helmet is now a dark gray. And I actually show the pith helmet's color change in Johnny Thunder and the Wisdom of the Ancients, where I show the zapping of the portal of the Hidden Mysteries sort of quote-unquote fry Patrick's pith helmet and give it its new color. As for my personal feelings for this character, well, one thing I can say is that I'm glad the fans love this character because, to be fair, I do too. I love writing for Patrick, creating all these unique scenarios for him, these hilarious scenarios where he plays jokes and pranks on the very stiff and upright and serious Lord Sam Sinister. It's a lot like writing for a character like Leo Rollins. It's really a lot of fun. You get to play around a lot. And I can't say anything about it at the moment, but I have this hilarious scene for Patrick in Johnny Thunder and the Wonders Beneath the Waves. I have this wonderful scene. It was actually mostly Daniel's idea, this scene that I cannot talk about, but I added a lot of other stuff into it as well. It actually went so ridiculous at one point in writing that we actually had to pull it back a bit, but it's a really great scene. You'll know which one I'm talking about. And that concludes another episode of Backstage Showcase. Considering today's material, I hope that you really liked this episode. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to visit our Facebook page, our website, the official wiki, and more parts of our network. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next episode.